How's it going, everyone? Something strange is going on with YouTube. People are hearing about the new update that's going to screw everybody over. Well, that's not the only update. Now, the new update I'm going to talk about just involves smaller new YouTubers. I've noticed from watching YouTubers that they don't just put out videos, but they also put out messages from their community posts. This helps them stay up to date and let people know what they're up to. They also use it to stay engaged with their audience. When I see messages from the community posts, I see them in my YouTube recommends main menu. Please let me know if you get the community posts in your notifications because I don't get them in my notifications. I get them in my latest YouTube posts in my main menu, and I actually prefer it that way, instead of a wave of community posts in my notifications. I can just check them when I want to. Knowing this, I wanted to use the community tab to post, but my channel doesn't have it. Okay, so how do I get it? I looked into it, and the requirements to get the community tab is I have to get 500 subs to get it. Well, that sucks for me and anybody else under 500 subs. That puts people like me at a bit of a disadvantage. I noticed people are caring less and less about the animations I make. Animation takes a long time, and a community tab could help keep things up to date with my progress. Unfortunately, people like me have to get 500 subs. Or do I? Something came to my attention that took me by surprise. Before I get started talking about what I want to say, I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Skirmitar for bringing this to my attention. And don't forget to give his channel a sub. If he didn't point this out, I wouldn't even know about this. He told me he wasn't getting my notifications, so maybe I should try to use the community tab. Except, I don't have the community tab, but Skirmitar does. Now we're both confused. How does he have one and I don't? We both have roughly the same amount of small subs under 500. How did this happen? So I wanted to look into this subject. I wanted to check to see if anyone made videos on this as to why this is happening. It turns out there are a few videos made about how to get the community tab under 500 subs. I checked them out. Each video I watched all basically said the same thing. YouTube is implementing a new feature that will give small channels under 500 subs requirements to get the community tab. The way each video is explaining this makes them sound like it's supposed to just happen, and any new YouTuber just has to wait from a few days to a few weeks. It's just that easy! Except these videos were posted 2 months ago. I should have gotten the community tab by now. If not the community tab, but at least what about the feature requirements? Surely I should have gotten that at least by now, right? Nope. These are the feature requirements that have been shown in the video that I'm supposed to have. Now these are the features that I have. In the advanced feature requirements, I'm supposed to have a valid ID and channel history. The feature requirements I'm only asked is phone verification. As for channel history, my feature requirements don't have the channel history, but my channel has been around for 3 years. Since each video I watch all sound like I'm supposed to get these features and access to a community tab, I wrote in the comments for each video questioning why I didn't get them, hoping that somebody could shed some light on this situation. Yes, I get I wrote explaining I'm under 500 subs twice in this one comment. At that point, I was in raged fuming mode at YouTube when I wrote that comment, so grammar wasn't exactly on the top of my priority list. I did get some interesting comments back. One person said they're having the same problem as me, so it's not just me then. I've gotten a comment from one of the YouTubers I watched telling me that they too got messages from other people saying they're having the same problem as me. I was also suggested reaching out to YouTube, so I did. This was their response.
Thanks for reaching out. We're introducing additional eligibility criteria to get access to certain features. If access to advanced features isn't available, you need at least 500 subs to have community tab. More info here.
Thanks for the vague answer, YouTube. What's the criteria? Are you talking about the update on how to get the community tab under 500 subs? Or are you still referring to the original criteria for getting the community tab at 500 subs? Don't know. They weren't clear on that. This just sounds to me like we at YouTube are unfairly picking and choosing who gets the community tab. I just don't understand. If you're giving a few small creators under 500 subs the community tab, why not just give it to everybody? It just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. The response also has a YouTube help link on how to get the community tab, but it only has how to get it when reaching 500 subs or enable the access features. But the features they're talking about isn't available to me. This was not helpful. This is just giving me the runaround. One common theory I've heard as to how YouTube is not giving smaller channels the community tab under 500 subs may be because YouTube is only giving the community tab to US citizens, and I'm not a US citizen. Interesting theory, except Skirmitar isn't a US citizen either, but he has the community tab. I've also been seeing other YouTubers who are not US citizens get the community tab, while some US citizens don't have it. So there goes that theory off the table. I actually want to find out how many small creators under 500 subs do or don't have the community tab. I'd put the poll in my community tab if I could, but I don't have one. I know I shouldn't have to say this because it should be obvious, but just in case, there's always that few people. Please don't blame other YouTubers that have the community tab if you don't. This is the fault of YouTube itself. Anyone that got the community tab under 500 subs were just going about their day, and YouTube just chose them to give them a community tab. They had no control over that. This may be YouTube's fault for picking and choosing, but that also doesn't mean to go after YouTube with threats either. I don't condone that sort of thing. If you've been around this long into the video, thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm hoping that once you finish the video, you'll share this to get more attention about this problem. I don't get why is YouTube making this a problem? If YouTube now decided to give smaller channels the community tab as well, then just give it to everybody. Why is YouTube picking and choosing, making this more complicated and unfair to other small channels? YouTube is just getting worse by slowly rotting. They put small channels like me at a disadvantage with BS I just discussed, as well as other limiters such as their monetization requirements while demonetizing videos and channels, even going as far as striking and banning channels over others doing the same thing. I wish I could show an example, but that would get me a strike. Oh, and the fun doesn't stop there. I have had videos get uploaded onto YouTube, but some of them have not been uploaded properly. I tried putting the video to private and fixing them that way, but depending on the problem, I can't fix it once it's been uploaded. The editing YouTube provides is god-awful. It's very limited on what it can do. I've also had visual problems with the resolution. Now normally, this wouldn't be a big deal, just re-upload it, right? Except by re-uploading a video, I have to redo the description. I have to redo all the other settings. I would also have to redo any end cards and any cards for the top right corner, doing all that stuff twice. You can definitely see my frustration with YouTube come through in the description of my last video. It's no wonder people have quit or just don't want to go and put the effort into videos anymore. I can't help but get this suspicious feeling YouTube will still try to screw me over even after the 500 subs, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Click on the bell for notifications.
Ding!
I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.
Heads up. The guys at the top just ordered a full cleanup on Raccoon City.